Episode 23. How we doing, team? Back once again. The amount of live DJ sets I've seen since quarantine began is unreal. Mal, McLAUGHLIN, famous, aka Cheeky Mal, aka your Uncle M, was showing me some videos of Carl Cox, the famous DJ. Was the Carl Cox? There's a wee video of him just showing you him planting a wee veg garden. Just quite happy, you know. He's like, this is my beans and my broccoli, and I'm watching it and I'm going, this cunt's going slowly mad, as all of us are. So I hope you're well, hope you're safe, as is now the standard greeting. Or departure for anyone, you know. It used to be all the best, take care. Maybe you would stretch that far, whereas now it's stay safe. Hey, stay safe, mate. Alright? Stay safe. And off we pop. But I hope you're well. We are, I don't know, is this week 3 of lockdown? I do not know. I can't even remember anymore. Every day is merging into one, and it's making it worse because the weather is nice. I have a window here in Battlefield HQ stroke the back bedroom, and the weather is fucking beautiful. Went out the other day, walked a wee man, and it smelled like holidays. You know that smell like you get in Spain or any other holiday destination, where it's just that kind of warmth in the air. It fucking smelled like Spain, mate. I was like, no fucking way, man. So I think it's the fact that we're all, I was going to say the fact that we're all stuck inside, right, but we're clearly not stuck inside, because we've seen the fucking videos. Now, I've spoken about it before, and I'm not going to get, this episode is not going to be all coronavirus, because I'm sick to the fucking back teeth yet. We'll touch on it slightly, but even again at the weekend, right, they cunts on the beach having the barbecue. Do you see that? I think I want to say Brighton, right, but it could have been elsewhere. And the police goes up and fills his helmet with water. Said none to the bishop. He filled his helmet with water and then flung it on the barbecue. And the look in their faces, as if, oh my god, did that policeman just put out our barbecue? Like, why? It's vegan sausages. Why is this happening to us, man? And then he just shoos them on. I don't know how many times I need to say it. Now, I would never endorse violence. I would never say that people should go out and be violent to one another. I would never endorse the state to be violent. But we're going to have to fucking pick some cunt and make an example of them. Now, you're telling me if that has been filmed live and the policeman goes and puts a wee bit of water over the barbecue, right, the conversation is going to be, did you see the arseholes having a bloody barbecue? God, what are people like? Now, if that policeman had gone up and put one in the chest of the guy and one in his head as his wife lies screaming, holding his lifeless corpse, suddenly people might have went, maybe we shouldn't be going to this. I mean, maybe even not go that far. Couple of rubber bullets. They fucking sandbag things. What about the water cannons? Remember years ago, apparently the Scottish government bought water cannons after the Germans. What happened to them? Huh? Where'd they go to? There's some cunt down in Greenock fucking selling a high pressure car wash. Brings the tank in. And the water cannon. Where you at here, number 4? Whoa, okay, here, wash and polish, here we go. Just fucking puts their windies in. Maybe that's how they need to start dispersing crowds, right? None of this driving through a park with a megaphone going, everybody get home unless this is part of your sanctioned exercise. Just go through a park with a water cannon. You know? Fucking, it's time to up the ante, man. I love a good riot video as much as the next man. Imagine, you know, sitting down, you've got to watch the news because you need to try and decipher the bullshit from the actual factual news that comes through now, right? even on the BBC, who's meant to be the people's broadcaster, you know, you've still got to watch that, absorb it, and then go, right, how much of that is actual news? About 3.5 minutes of a 1 hour programme. The rest is just propaganda bullshit. But how nice would it be in the last 5 minutes of the news every night? They went, okay folks, and to cheer us all up during quarantine, here's today's water cannon videos. And it's just a montage of cunts getting fucking leathered with high pressure water cannons. Put blue dye in it, yellow dye, pink, pick a colour, I don't give a fuck. Right? Pick a colour, fill it with dye, and just absolutely, I mean, fucking leather cunts with a water cannon. And then you could go live to them being interviewed, and you could ask them what they were doing out. Is their fucking head to toe looking like a smurf? I only went to get 2 bottles of Prosecco, you know, and they couldn't fucking come in the corner in a tank. And I thought, more like, there's a fucking tank. Next minute we know, 2 of the little smurfs. I think it's time to up the ante, man. I think it's time to, you know, I can't start taking this a bit more serious, you know. I hope you're doing alright though. It's hard, man. It's hard being at home. Now, most of the time I work from home anyway. So I'm used to being in the house. Even the day when I was out with the dog, I was like, I mean, it's a beautiful day, right? And I'm going, God, I know I'm stuck inside in quarantine. But what would I have been doing? And if this was just a normal day, I would have been going over some notes, maybe prepping for gigs at the weekend. And I'm saying to myself, I could have taken him for a big walk, and we probably would have done that. But the likelihood is I would have been at the desk doing some work, sending emails, chasing invoices, doing the usual stuff, you know. So how much of it's changed? I imagine a lot of your lives are different. I imagine there's a lot of people who've been forced to spend time with their loved ones that they've probably never spent so much time with their partner before they were fucking married, you know. This is the other thing, people going, see, when we come out the gym, when we come out of quarantine, everybody's going to be buff. No, everybody's going to be a fat bastard, right? Everybody's going to need like a week of prep to get themselves prepared to go back out the real world. That's what's going to happen. Cunts are going to need to get haircuts, beard. This beard's getting fucking ridiculous, man. You know, it's wild. I've decided I'm not trimming it until quarantine's over. So it'll be ZZ Top by the end of this. I tell you one thing that's going to be in high demand after quarantine: divorce lawyers. That's going to be the thing. There's going to be a queue in the block for divorce lawyers. I can't stand 1 more minute with that bastard. Think about it logically. There's probably people just now within this last month who probably have spent as much time with their other half and their kids as they would do in like 6 months, maybe even a year. I mean, there are people who they just don't see their family. You know, maybe they're working 2 jobs, men and women, grafting away. And there could be people who are delighted. I can't believe I'm getting to spend so much time with their kids and spend so much time with my partner, and maybe they're rethinking about it, going, when this is over, man, I'm going to need to look for a new job. I can't keep doing this, and I don't want to be away from for this length of time. And there's also people going like, I need to fake my own death. If I've got to look at these fucking bastards 1 more minute, I will fucking top myself. The reason why I think are alright with it is because we're no millennials, right? Well, yes, I think I'm technically a millennial because I was born 84 and grew up in the 90s. I think that technically makes me a millennial. But I could not be further from a millennial if you fucking tried. We grew up in a time when children were not... They weren't like toys that people have now. Do you know what I mean? Like when people when people have kids, it's like they post videos of them singing songs or doing wee dances, and that wasn't us. Do you mean obviously there was no function to do that then? But the social media of my generation growing up as a baby would have been face to face, would have been more social than media. You know, but there was never an occasion where your mum and dad would be having a house party or something like that, and the kids were brought down to entertain them. But no, you were hidden. People, there would have been people who had kids, but the children were never seen. You know, all of a sudden a 25-year-old would appear and go, oh, I've never seen you in my life, son. There were people that were like 2, 3, 4 kids, and their friends had never seen them. They just assumed they were looked after or locked down upstairs. My whole thing growing up was the same as children should be seen and not heard. Right? That was the saying, seen and not heard. You know? Oh, I can see you. And the fuck off. Mum, can I go and get the fuck? But the bad man's got to shut your fucking mouth. It was a very functional system for parenting back then. Right? A very, very functional. Okay? They must be fed. They must be clothed. They must be watered. They must be housed. Okay? And then the rest of it, you fucking fill in the blanks yourself. None of this. We've got to get them extracurricular activities. We've got to get them doing this. We've got to get them doing that, you know. Planning their diets for them. Now, I get it now that, you know, we've grown as a country, as a group of people. We understand more. You know, we understand things that we should and shouldn't be doing with Wayne's. But what I'm saying is this situation we're in now is easier for my generation because we are used to just being in a fucking room by ourselves. You know, school holidays. We weren't getting fucking... It's not America, man. You're not getting sent on camps for 6 weeks. If you were lucky, you had a grandparent that lived in the arsehole of nowhere, right? Where you get fucked off to the Highlands for 7 weeks. Or you were just fucking free to roam. Free to roam. And on the days in the situation where you couldn't roam, you'd be in your house building a fort in the room. You know, getting all the fucking toys out. Creating some kind of fucking world scenario where Spider-Man's been captured by fucking one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and you've got to use the Batmobile. I don't know, but what I'm saying is we had the ability to sit and create these worlds. You know? Now I'm seeing posts with people going like, I don't know what to do with the Waynes, man. They're going mad. They're no use to this. Tell the cunt to shut the fuck up. How's about that? How's about you just tell your Wayne, you look them dead in the eye and you just say, shut the fuck up. What a shock that would be to their system. All these people posting pictures, videos of them doing jigsaws. Let's get retro with the Waynes. Give the cunt a colour in book. There you go, mate. Dad, can I get your card so I can download Hannah's the fucking points for the PlayStation, the Xbox? Here's a colour in book, wee man. 3 pencils. Get to fuck. The lockdown thing is, I think it's starting to get to people because we've not got an end date. That's what it is. We don't know when it's going to end. And that's what's getting to me. I've given up the concept of work now, in the sense of I am missing stand-up comedy more than I can explain, man. I love it. I feel very lucky in the sense that, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not anywhere near the level of my career where I wanted to be, you know, if you can call it a fucking career. I am eternally grateful for those who come out and watch the shows, but, you know, we need more people, man. We need more money. We need to be fucking no struggling to get by on certain months, you know. We want to be in a more comfortable position, but even all the kind of hardship and the struggle that goes with it and the constant bullshit that you deal with in a creative industry, I fucking love it, man. You know, when it comes down to just being on stage and gigging, I fucking love it. There's nothing better. And I know confidently now this is what I was meant to do in my life, you know. And like I said, I am lucky that I'm one of those people who has found the thing that, you know, they're good at or they're meant to do. I hope maybe that's what comes through this situation as well, is that people start to discover kind of things that they want to do with their life, and maybe this teaches us that the stuff that we thought was important isn't that important after all, you know. Stand-up's brilliant, man. It's nothing better. See when you're on a bill with like a good bunch of people and you get to travel for a wee bit, you're away with your pals, you're sitting having a drink. I can remember a couple of times been doing in Cardiff, man. I love Cardiff. It's just it's a great gig, man. It's good for Scottish acts as well. They're just lads, man. You know, just Glasgow, Cardiff, Belfast, all the same. Manchester a little bit, but Manchester's starting to get a bit fucking up its own arse and thinks it's, you know, London 2.0. Newcastle, Cardiff, Belfast and Glasgow. That's probably the 4 or the other 3 that's as close to gigging in Glasgow as you'll get. And even things like I can remember going and sitting. I was on with one weekend a guy, Phil Gerrard, who you need to check out, man, if you don't know him. He's an amazing comedy. He's putting a very good, very, very dry, very funny series up on his Facebook page. And I think it's on his YouTube channel as well. Phil Gerrard. And he's basically just talking you through a painting that he's doing. It's fucking brilliant, man. It's just fucking brilliant. A very clever man, very funny man, and a nice guy. And we just sat one day, actually a day like this, very nice, kind of Saturday afternoon. Came out the apartments and just had a couple of beers in a beer garden. And before we know it, it's like 2 hours to the show, and both of us are fucking steaming. Both of us were fucking steaming. So we just kept drinking and then turned up at a gig. Things like that, man. It doesn't happen that often, but it's nice, you know. I've had them before and I've been in a green room, and the weird thing is, even when you're on with friends, there's still that competitive nature there, because it's a sport. This is why I call this the battlefield show, you know, and I refer to gigs and stages as the battlefield, because there's a combative nature to stand up, you know. It's the mentality of it's you versus them. It's a little bit different when you're doing tour shows, because people are coming out to see you specifically, but when you're going to do club work and no one really knows you, there is a battle there, you know. You're trying to win them over and you know, get to them before they get to you. And if you, very rarely you get heckled, but if you do get heckled, then you need to be ready to fucking fight back. I mean, that again, that's just my take on it, my style. There's probably a lot of comics that would completely disagree with you, but I would say that they're shite. So why would you spend your time and money listening to those arseholes? But we had a gig once, and I think it was in Glasgow. It was myself, Gavin Webster was on. I think even Big Gary might have been on as well. And basically it was just a really tough night. And every time that one of us went out, you know, you would come back in again, and you'd be like, fucking hell, man, that was brutal, you know. And all the boys would rip the piss at you, and then the next act's going to go up, right? And in their head they're going, right, I'm going to nail this, man, you know, I'll smash this. And then the next act came back and he was like, fucking hell, man, never tell. And I remember Gavin Webster was headlining, he was on last, and I remember Gav standing up and just going, right, boys, hey, your old dad will fucking deal with this situation. And out he went, and then literally when he walked back in after he said, he just went, they were fucking brutal, man, you know, we're absolutely pissing ourselves, man. But it's just the fact that we're all in this together, you know, and you can't really explain the experience it feels from the other side, because oddly, if you're doing club work over and over again, you can get in a very repetitive nature. I'm quite lucky in that, because I do stories, a lot of my material is kind of big chunks, so I turn it over quite quickly. But when you're sitting, you know, it can get boring running out the same stuff all the time. That's why you do a show every year, do you mean, so you get new material and a new tour show. So for us, the experience is different than an audience, because for us it's the backstage bit, it's the build up before it, that's, you know, the drinks after it, that's our night, that's the banter. So I don't know when we're going to get back to gigging again, man. A couple of people have asked about doing some live stuff, and I don't know how I feel about doing stand up like this, because you need a, you know, you need a live audience to feel it. And some of the stuff I've watched, it's fucking painful, man, right? You know, I've watched friends do some live stand-up things, and it's fucking painful, man, to watch. And I suppose my thing's always been trying to put something out there that you're proud of, rather than just putting something out for the sake of it. That's why it took us so long to start doing this, you know. And that's why the Patreon episodes that come out on a Friday, I'm trying to find ways to make them a little bit different, you know, or offer some different things rather than just doing another episode chat like this. So there's a lot of, you know, it's a lot that goes through your head to try and get it together. I'm thinking about the idea of maybe recording some stories, maybe me doing some bits to camera, kind of some more kind of long form storytelling, taking some of the stand up bits and maybe stretching them out slightly. But again, I don't know how that would work, you know, and I think a lot of it would be setting, because if we were to sit and do it like we film the podcast and do it here, I think that would be odd, you know. So I don't know. It is in the back of my mind. I do want to do something. So, you know, let me know if that's kind of thing you're after, and we can maybe try and put something together. But like I said, thank you very much indeed, and I'll just say this now. At the start, everybody who's signed up to Patreon, man, you patrons are fucking legends. But let's grow these numbers, right? Let's get them up there. New Patreon episode comes out every Friday. Last week's episode was a great one, and thanks to everybody who got in touch, comment on it. It was a show that Harry Dyer and myself did at last year's Fringe Festival, so that was one of the recordings from that, and it was nice, man. It was good to listen back to. It was a good laugh, and that kind of got me as well, because I'm thinking, fuck, we're not going to get a chance to do that at the Fringe this year, you know. Those of you who don't know, the Fringe is now cancelled, the Edinburgh Fringe Festival for this year. There's a bit of talk of, if things are more relaxed near the time of August, maybe some local acts or some Scottish acts putting some things on and doing like a mini Fringe or a reduced Fringe or something like that. I don't know how that would work. I don't know what it would be. I just hope to God we're back gigging again in July and August. I really do, man. But even then, you know, like I've said before, it's the fear of are people going to rush back out to live entertainment again? I don't know, man. I don't know. But it's upsetting that the Fringe is cancelled, because that's a huge part of our year and our calendar, and it's almost the start of our year, really, for comics. That's where we would go and get the show nice and tight to take on the road, you know. And tour dates are getting booked in for 2021. I'm going to be touring again. Hopefully, for fuck's sake, we're back to normal service at the start of next year. But right now, we're going to be touring January, February, March, and those dates are going to be extended into April and May, I think, as well. And I'm going to be doing a big kind of launch in all those dates at the start of August. Things were planned to coincide with the Fringe, but obviously that's not going to go ahead now. So if you want to come and see me next year, and hey, why wouldn't you? You know, I'm going to be on fucking top form by then anyway. Website, man, scottgibsoncomedy.co.uk. Tour dates will be going up there, like I said, end of July, start of August, a big press launch. There'll be a new web design, everything, man. So we're getting a big push on that for next year. But in the meantime, get on the website and join the mailing list. It's the best way to hear about some stuff. And if things, like I said, relax between now and August, then believe me, we'll be back out punting our stories, man, rattling the tin. But like I was saying, I'm getting fucking totally distracted here. If you're listening to this and you enjoy the podcast and you'd like to get the extra stuff that the Patreons get, Patreon only, then please do consider signing up. It's a great way to support the show and support myself in what is a fucking brutal situation. So go to the website or go to patreon.com/Big Scott Gibson. You can sign up there for as little as $5. Stuff that's been up before. We've had extra podcast episodes, interviews, a podcast with me and Harry Dyer, our live recording for the Fringe show. There is an album for me that's going up there very soon as well for Patreon onlys. Every single Friday a brand new episode drops on Patreon, so consider subscribing to that, yeah bastards. Just do it, man. Just do it. If you're listening to this, fucking do it. And if you're listening to this and you're going, I can't, mate, I'm not even on 80% of my wage, I've got nothing. Well, fucking get a pal to subscribe on your behalf. Share the podcast. Let's grow the numbers, man. Right. One thing that I saw was there's been a guy in China, right? China. He's built like a fucking pod for his baby. Right. Now the only way I can describe it is, you've probably seen these videos like women, it's not always women, Scott, come on, but women and gay men, right, they have like a backpack that's got like a bubble cut out the front of it so they can take their cat for a walk, right? Have you seen this? Right, so if you imagine that backpack with like the perspex front so they can take the cat out for a walk so the cat can be like, what the fuck's going on? Here's the thing, I'm learning. We've got Eric, right? Fucking shout out to Eric Obaberico, my cat, aka the cunt, 1 year old, had his 5th birthday in isolation. I'm learning that it's not like a tour manager, right? I can pick a tour manager up like a sack of potatoes, I can cuddle him in, I can position him, I can kiss him on the lips, right? And everything's fine. I'm trying to do the same with the cat, because the cat thinks he's a dog. Cat spent enough time with the dog. We got him when he was a wee kitten, you know. Went to the jail. We're like, we're here to rescue a cat. They gave the cat away to somebody else. Clerical error, right? And they're like, listen, we've got a kitten that's come in. The fucking Moz deed. It's only 6 weeks old. We're having to hand rear it. We're like, oh my god. And he jumped out the cage onto the missus' arms. And the next thing we know, he's at home fucking ripping up my leather sofa, right? So that's where we're at. But I'm trying to pick Eric up to give him the love that I gave the tour manager, you know, obviously not the same, but, you know, partial love. And he's fucking, yeah, I can't fucking, I cannot imagine what my cat would be like if I took him outside in one of these bags. Now, I know that in people's heads that they probably think it's cute and it's funny and it's whimsy and it's hipstery, and they're probably walking about normal life. People are like, oh my god, look at the cat inside her backpack. Aren't they such a cool person? See the ones that are in the adverts? That cat's probably drugged up to its fucking tits. That cat is full of ketamine. That cat's out its fucking dial. They've got that cat in a shoebox for 18 hours before it goes in the bag. Just smoking fat, meaty joints, blowing smoke, hot boxing the cat, so the cat's fucking it's absolute nut, and then they stick it inside a capsule and walk it about. In the last video, the image you get when the cat's kind of, that's when it's starting to fucking heavy come down, going, how the fuck am I inside a bubble? You don't take cats out. Right now, we've all maybe seen people who take cats out on a lead. Right, I used to live in near Kilmacombe, and there was a woman there who used to walk a cat in her lead, but she was single and she was lonely. Right, there's a reason. No, you don't see people walking a cat and go, oh, there's a perfectly normal, sensible person walking a cat. That's a cry for help. If you see someone walking a cat, that they're saying, I don't have the strength to contact a medical professional about my mental health. Someone please step in. We've got to be aware of the signs. So I thought, if I was to put my cat in one of these things, I'd basically walk 10 feet, I'd hear a small contained explosion, I'd turn the bag round, and the whole front would just be covered in shite, right, as the cat had fucking blown up inside it. So if you imagine that kind of backpack, and he's turned it around the front so the bubble's facing him, right? And he's built like a harness on the side of it so he can hang it around his neck. If you imagine, you ever seen like a sound engineer on a film, right, where they've got the boom pole and they've got like a box sitting like that around their waist, right? That's pretty much where it's sitting. Sticks the weight in it. It's got some kind of ventilator system on the back, right, which I think is out like one of these handheld air dryers or something, and it basically circulates clean air through a filter into the fucking pod, right? Now, if that isn't bad enough, he's put a hole in it and he's basically sellotaped a marigold inside it so he can put his horn in and touch the wane through his fucking rubber glove. And I'm watching this going, one, why? That's the big question. And two, what the fuck is wrong with people? Is this the Chinese equivalent of like a DIY dad? Is that what this is? You know, because why are you having to build incubators for your babies to take them out? Is this now a subtle way of the Chinese dropping us hints as to what we can expect on the phase 2 of the coronavirus? Because they're fucking telling us bugger all about phase 1. Should we all be watching Instagram adverts for the products that are coming from China and going, right, we're going to have to start stacking our trainers up inside these plastic boxes. I don't know why, but it's something to do with coronavirus. Everything that they're selling on Instagram, plastic boxes to put your shoes in, right? Storage boxes. You know? Some kind of incubator for your wains. Everything seems to be all about putting things away, keeping it all clean and secure. I saw a thing the other day for a UV cleaner for your phone, like a fucking coffin. Put your phone in and it fucking cleans it with UV filters. What? So the video is just this cunt and his wife walking about with the fucking fattest little Chinese baby I've ever seen in my life, mashed in this incubator. And he's just sitting in the park going, yeah, I had to build this. Obviously his Glasgow accent's not good, but I built this for the way to keep the Wayne safe. Why is it not safe, mate? I don't know if that's the next thing. I mean, there's some dads that are like that, you know. Wayne's like, Dad, can we get a hamster? And we need to get a cage. Much the cage in? It's about 15 quid. Oh, your dad build your cage. And then he spends £200 in wood and builds this fucking hamster emporium bigger than the house. He's only got one hamster. Can't he find the bastard? Lost in there for days. £60 a month on hay to fucking kit out hamster emporium. The Wayne's getting in with a fucking flashlight and a bit of cheese. Stevie! Stevie! Check the annex, Daddy's not doing here. Why was that a thing, man, when fucking dads used to build hutches and cages for their Wayne's pets? Scared of money. Was this a thing growing up? But this is how, you know, like, obviously as generations move on, men know how to become better fathers. Was that the thing that was passed down then? Don't hit your wife unless you have to, and if the Wayne asks for anything, you build it out of wood, and that will connect you to the child. Oh man, I'll try and find the video, because that boy putting his Wayne inside the fucking incubator is unreal, man. Honest to God, it's more the size of the fucking baby. What is it, Koreans? I mean, this boy's Chinese, right? And it obviously, as you know, Korea is a completely different place than China. But I think it's Korean women, small, petite. Most Asian women are small, petite. But Korean babies are like fucking Buddhas, man. I follow a chef, David Chang, who some of you may have heard of. Does Ugly Delicious, amongst other things, on Netflix. He's got some good shows, man. And he's got a wee boy called Hugo. Good name for a Wayne. His wife, a wee tiny, slender woman. And this Wayne is like me. This Wayne's about my size, without a beard. He's a fucking unit. An absolute fucking unit. And every time I see him, I just think, that woman must be like half a used tube of toothpaste. Top half, perfectly fine. The bottom, she just get wee fucking rubbery legs. How she gave birth to that thing is medically beyond my capabilities of understanding. He's a fucking unit of a Wayne. That's the other thing that goes through. Whenever people go, and how big was the baby? See if it's anything over £8, you're like, she was fucking ripped from ear hole to arsehole. I remember once a friend of mine had a 10.5 pound baby, and I was like, is she dead? are they now dead? No, she's up and she's fine. She's fine. Can you imagine? I know that we talk about, you know, men and women in childbirth and things like that, and we can agree that, yes, I imagine childbirth is slightly uncomfortable, ladies, right? I would go as far as that. But can you imagine the hysteria amongst men if we shat out a 10.5 pound melon? You imagine just having like really brutal stomach pains for a couple of months, and then going into the toilet and shiting out a 10.5 pound melon. I want a fucking blue Peter badge. I don't want to pay council tax for 5 years, and I want my name on fucking Soccer AM. Oh my God. But he's the fattest baby I've ever seen in my life. I'll try and find the video, man. It's fucking great. There was two things that I saw. Actually, the missus told me about this, and I couldn't believe it, and then when I was fucking killing myself laughing at this. So, Kyle Walker, Manchester City footballer. I'm laughing now before I even told you, because some of you might even have heard the story. I'm just thinking his face, man, because he had to go online and do an apology video. Long story short, Kyle Walker, a single young millionaire Manchester City football player, who, let's probably say, borderline education. We'll go that far. Not that has anything to do with his actions, but he basically, Kyle Walker, in his wisdom, in quarantine, bored, as you do, horny, as we all are. Orders is the correct term. Request the company of two young courtesans, two sex workers. It's greedy, if you're asking me. Two sex workers to the house, to maybe play some Scrabble, enjoy a glass of wine, entertain for the evening, right? And this is on quarantine, right? So he gets himself into soapy bubbles, and he's got to fucking go online and apologise for his actions. Now, first of all, two is stretching it, right? You're stretching yourself. Now, I am not an athlete. I'm far from it. I imagine the fitness levels of a professional elite footballer may be slightly higher than my current resting weight. But two sex workers, you're pushing yourself there, Mr. Walker. What if you pull a hamstring? What if you pull a hammy in your threesome? How do you explain that to the team doctor? He can't even come out and see you. He's quarantined, He's got that, put some ice on it. Put some ice on your balls and calm yourself. Just have a wank, man. Just have a wank. Sitting in the house on quarantine. Yes, I'm Kyle Walker. I'm fucking beautiful young black guy. I'm a millionaire, on the fucking phone. Send two of your finest round. Pronto. Guys like, it's on quarantine, mate, I can't. Tell them to come in the back door. That's what she said. And then they can't get caught. No, I don't have a problem with Kyle Walker or anybody indulging in the fruits of of a sex worker. I don't think there's a problem with it at all. I think men and women should be free to do whatever the fuck they want. But maybe no when there's a national lockdown on. Maybe that's when you go, hey, let's just rein it in a bit. And I imagine if Kyle Walker has got two ladies to come over the house, I'm going to put a punt out there and say this isn't the first time he's maybe called this agency or Ladies Direct. That's what I'm going to say. So maybe he should have been a bit more self-aware and said, I'm just going to go up the stairs, I'm going to batter on Pornhub, and I'm going to wank myself into oblivion. That's what I'm going to do. But he's went, no, fuck it, man. I'll make sure they wash their hands when they get in the house, and I'll make sure I wash them down before they leave. Everything's going to be tickety-boo. And now the cunt's got to go on fucking Facebook and Twitter going, I'm dead sorry for getting two big sexy prostitutes. Kyle Walker getting his cell at the boiler, the fucking Scottish Minister of Health disappearing to a shitey wee holiday home as well, getting the fucking bullet. What an arsehole, man. It's just hammering home the fact that nobody really gives a fuck, This is what they push to go, stay at home and save a life. Now, the fucking tagline of that you can't read is, nobody gives a fuck. That's really what it is. You get the Minister of Health on the telly and that really... this is the thing that just annoys me about Scotland as well. We are not idiots. right? We're not fucking children. We have the same technology that they have in England, right? This isn't like North Korea and South Korea, where England is South Korea and it's all fucking, you know, futuristic internet, and then you come up to Scotland, North Korea, and we're all fucking dragging clumps of shite out our arse and fucking eating baggy minis, right? It's the same fucking country. But yet when they have that weird looking fish cunt giving you the talk going, stay inside and protect your lives, it's all professional fucking done. And then it comes up to Scotland and you've got them standing in sort of a fake backdrop with like a guy holding a fucking iPhone light to try and light up. She's like, stay in the house and don't fucking save a life now. Why does everything that we make in this country have to look so fucking shit when it goes on the television? So fucking shit. See, I'm not getting into a rant about the BBC because I'll fucking go off in one. But one of the last meetings I had, I'll never forget it, me and Mickey Bartlett, right, who's an Irish comic, Northern Irish comic, he's a fucking brilliant comic, man. And we went for a meeting at the BBC, and they'd asked us to come in. Now, in any other situation, when I have been asked to come in for a meeting, it's because someone has something to talk to you about. Right? An idea, something on past you, a bit of work, whatever it is, and you will sit down, you usually have a cup of coffee, you pretend to like the place that you're in, if it's the BBC. Oh, I see what you're doing now with that programme, that's fucking great, isn't it? How many people are watching? 7, that's great numbers, aye. And then you have a shite conversation and they tell you what they're looking for. And then the big deal usually with the BBC is, am I getting any money? And if they say no, then you make a polite excuse and you leave. And if they say yes, you go, well, take your £50 and I'll do the bit of work for you. We had gone in for this meeting and we sat down. Now, alarm bells were ringing that we weren't even taken into one of the meeting rooms. We were held in this kind of, they've got a live staging area, right, where they do like fucking team meetings and bullshit, and every fucking room in BBC Scotland's got a kitchen in it as well, man. It's the most fucked up building ever. And we're sitting in there, and then the conversation was, I mean, to this day, I'll never forget it. Not even asking us if we wanted to work on something, right? It was basically, what ideas do you have? Now, I learned very, very quickly, you never tell anybody your ideas, right? Never. You don't fucking mention a word to it. You just sit and you say very vaguely, I'm working on a few things, I've got a couple of bits and pieces, now I'm going to put something together. You don't tell them fuck all, right? Because we've had it in the past where we were writing a few sketches, sent something to be reviewed, and then lo and behold, a version of a sketch we written appeared on fucking television, right? You don't tell the cunts anything. And this person who at the time was a producer for BBC Scotland, who I now believe has even gone up to a higher position in BBC in London, which again is a fucking nightmare. We were shown an unboxing video. We were shown a video of a small girl unboxing what I believe to be an egg. And then we were asked if we could recreate that video. And I went, what the fuck? What the fuck is the world coming to? You know? Yeah, at the time, you're sitting here, 2 award-winning comics, both of them storytellers, and we've been asked if we could recreate a video of somebody unboxing an egg. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, man? Obviously no money. Otherwise, you know, I'd have done the best egg unboxing video you ever seen in your life. Even that, I remember Mickey said, could we unbox it and have like a full shit fall out in the desk? He's like, absolutely not. I'm going, well, what is the point of this being here? That's the only unboxing video you want, you know? Somebody opens up something that's like fucking like a Fabergé egg, beautiful, and then you open it, it's like a full dog shite, a massive fucking comedy turd. You know? Or like a human hand. And then horrific reaction. No, we couldn't do that. No, we couldn't do that. What the fucking point me being here? How did I get talking about this with fucking Kyle Walker shagging 2 prostitutes? I don't know. I don't even know if he got to shag them. There's the other thing. You imagine getting all that fucking hassle and you never even get your fucking hole. God almighty. next time, Kyle, maybe just one at a time, you know? You can maybe sneak one in, sneak one out. I don't know. It's the fact there was two of them, the police are like, that's plenty. Shut them down. But the world we're living has gone mental. Kyle Walker's getting prostitute. Sex toy sales are up 40%. Fucking well done, everybody. Yeah. Well done, everybody. Is that people getting a bit more adventurous now they're stuck at home? Or is it housewife saying, if I've got to look at that cock one more time, I'm fucking leaving. Get on the line and get me a dildo. I don't know. But sex toy sales are up 40%. Maybe it's also men being a bit more adventurous, eh? Get something up your ass. Why not? Eh? Why not? If you're ever trying it, you ever thought, I'm going to stick something on my bum, now's the time to do it. You know, we're in lockdown. The world could end tomorrow. Eh? Get yourself online and get something up your ass. That's how they should end the... See these daily briefings, the coronavirus, and the death toll today, 275,000 confirmed cases. 1,516 deaths. And if you're thinking about putting something up your ass, today's the day. Get online, buy a butt plug and push your shit in. Okay, thank you very much. Wash your hands now. 40%, man. Who would have thought, with all the insider knowledge and trading that went on, that the stocks to invest in would have been hand sanitizer, toilet roll and sex toys. Now, if I was to tell you at the start of the year, if I was to sit you down in January and say, listen mate, the stocks you want to invest in is hand sanitizer, toilet roll and sex toys, you would not have thought that the outcome would have been a global pandemic. Because those three things, hand sanitizer, toilet roll and sex toys, that could be like a remake of Reservoir Dogs. You know, that could be a whole number of things. You know? If you sat someone down and went, I'm going to give you 3 items that you're going to need in the next 4 months, and I want you to tell me what the scenario is. Hand sanitizer, yep, okay. Toilet roll, right, and sex toys. You'd be like, what the fuck is going to happen to us? But there we go. That's what's happening. Now, I hope that people aren't using their hand sanitizer on their sex toys, because we don't need to be doing that. That hot soapy water fucking job's a good one for both your hand and your pump. 40%, man. Fucking hell. Right, let's do some questions, man, and we'll get through another wee episode. Thank you to the legend Patreons who have sent me in some questions. Barry Ward, fucking Barry, you legend. Barry has asked a previous question. He asked me if I have a time machine, would I go forward or backwards, and why? Good question, Barry. Patreon, fucking Battlefield member. Forward or back, mate? It depends, I think, on how you're feeling at the time. Right now, with obviously the situation's going on, you're probably going to go forward. And you're going to go forward just to see what the fucking scenario is, you know? I don't know what my time machine looks like, mate. I don't know if it's like a car or, for example, a cupboard in the house that I get inside and then I'm transported, to another time. But I'd get my backpack with my cat in it, hand sanitizer, toilet roll, my dildo, and I'd fucking zoom off into the future, because God knows how valuable sex toys will be in the future. Normal situation, you know, if we'd asked this start of the year when the world was still turning, I'd probably say backwards, man. I think you'd always go backwards just because you've got the knowledge that you've got to know. How far back would you go, though? That's the thing. Definitely do 60s just to see how mental it was. And I'd go back to the Richt old days, man. Like, I'd be going back pure heavy William Wallace time. just to see what the fuck was going on. As long as you can get out of there quick, you know, that's the thing. As long as you can do like a wee kind of quantum leap, like, I'm ready to go, Ziggy, and fucking you're off. That's fine. I wouldn't be interested in, like, you know, you see in films and it's kind of weird, guys, like, I'd love to go back and see my grandmother when she was a child. I couldn't give a fuck about all that carry on. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to go back and see my mum go, don't marry the bastard, he'll leave you. He's a fucking bastard, so he is. I would, I'd go back, mate. I'd go back. Just kick a bit for a wee bit, you know? Fucking do a bit of gambling, some fucking horse racing, some football, make some money. Definitely back. Where would you go, Barry boy? Back or forward? I think it is depending on how people are feeling at the time. And the big question is, can you only go back like the country that you're in, or could you do like Wild West? You know? But I imagine a lot of these times are, I think that a lot of times in history are maybe romanticised and glorified in like teachings and writing and movies, where you would be like, I'd love to go back and be a cowboy for a wee bit, you know, get on my horse and be like, hey, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Then you'd probably go back to the Wild West and it's just absolute fucking horror. Cunts taking a shit in the street, fucking dead bodies lying everywhere. I mean, I'm describing modern day India, but if you go back to think it would be beautiful, you'd maybe get your time machine, you'd be like, in the name of the wee man. So I don't know, Barry boy. Right now I'm going to say I'd go forward to try and figure out when this whole shitstorm ends, and to see if it's worth investing in hand sanitizer in the long term. Good question, Bob Barry. Good question, mate. Good fucking question. Do you know what? See, because I was thinking about it during the week, I'd love to go back and see like old sporting events. Yeah, nah. Some classic boxing matches. I'd love to go back and watch a Tyson match in his prime when he was fucking just a wee fucking Rottweiler, man, a wee animal. I'm hoping, that's another thing, I'm really hoping that life does get back to normal, because we were meant to get another Fury Wilder fight as well that we're not going to get. Do you know what I mean? And Fury's not getting any younger, man, so I don't want it to, because there's part of me that thinks that he's, in his head, he feels he's got nothing else to prove, which is the case, but I want to see him put Wilder back in his arse, and I want to see him knock out Joshua, and then he can stop, but I'm worried that's not going to be the case, you know? That's the other thing, I've not even thought about that now. Football, I'm missing the football. I'm missing the football, man. I didn't realise how much I listen to like Talk Sport and how much I enjoy watching football on the telly and just, you know, the package things, and I am missing it now. I think the novelty, everything's starting to wear off. So there's certain things that I'm missing. And also it's weird that I don't even know if I want the season to restart. I think I just wanted to move on and start fresh. Mostly because I don't want to see Liverpool get their fucking odds naturally. But I just wanted to kind of, just wanted to get back boxing, man. See if I could go back and bring Tyson to now in his prime and fight Fury and Joshua. Oh, what a fight, man. Would it be a fight? I don't know. I mean, I know that a lot of these people, they can't, like non-boxing fans, I think can't distinguish the difference between the boxer and the person. So I think when a lot of people talk about Mike Tyson, they think about some of the stuff that went on in his life and what the man did, but for me, he's the greatest fighter that's ever lived. And I know people go, it's Muhammad Ali. I think Mike Tyson would fucking destroy Ali. Fucking destroy him. Not even just like put him down and hurt him. I mean fucking destroy the man. Tyson was just a fucking animal. An animal. So Barry boy, if I'm right now, I'm going forward, mate, to try and figure out when this all ends. But if it was a normal situation, I'd be going back, big man. I'd be going back for some sporting events. I'd want to go back to some old school Formula 1. I quite enjoy the Formula 1 as well. Although it was better when I was growing up, when like they used to refuel in the pits and then cars would catch fire, right? That was exciting. Now it's not as exciting when it's just we love a good crash, okay? But things are getting more safe. There's less bodies being flung for the cars. Again, I understand why. I'm just saying, as a part-time viewer, I'm looking for more horror, okay? Nothing better than a hose snapping and some poor pit crew member getting dragged down the lane, you know, by his ankles. Eh? They were the days, man. You know? People used to zoom in, wheels off, and then fucking just an explosion. Oh, wasn't that great? But hey, safety first, man. You know, stay safe, look after yourselves. So I would be going. I'd be going back, Barry. But thanks for your question, big man. As always, these questions, we've got another two here that are asked by Battlefield Army members, paid up full subscription in the Patreon. If you want to ask a question and you want to feel better about yourself as a fucking human being, you know, because you're supporting one of Scotland's true great artists, got a fucking award in there, you know, best newcomer, only Scottish act in history to win it. Fucking get in the Patreon, man. Stephen McLaughlin, Stephen, thanks for your question. Stephen has asked one which, as I was writing down, Stephen, I could feel the bile, the acid boiling inside me, because it's something I feel very strong about. Stephen has asked, should baldy people with hair be forced to shave it off, or should they keep it for our amusement? Now, first of all, Stephen, thanks for your question, and this is something that was close to home for quite some time. My brother was what you would class as one of these lying baldy bastards. It's basically men who are going bald to the past the point where it's now noticeable to everyone, right? Now, I'm not talking about men who maybe a little bit thin on the helipad, right? They've got the wee Zidane coming through, okay? I'm talking about guys, when I look at you, I can see your scalp, and it looks like one of the things you used to do in primary school where you'd put like a potato in a sock and you'd grow fucking plants out it, right? It's just like wispy bits of shit hair trying to escape for your scalp. It has to go, right? For me, there's nothing worse than a guy who's going bald and will not accept that he's bald. Now, I went bald at a very young age, right? I started losing my hair at like 16, right? I can vividly remember it. I was at rugby training. I had a shower. I was standing in the dressing rooms. I was at a sink. I remember that, and I remember looking up, and I could see my full scalp through my hair. And I thought, right, that's it. And I went to the hairdresser that weekend and I shaved it all off. And that was the start of it. And then because I had it short, the next bit of the balding process, you never realise, right? Because it was fucking gone anyway. I can't understand the whole thing about men that want to hold on to their hair. It's difficult for me to comment because I'm a bald guy who accepted I was going bald, and I knew I couldn't imagine me having hair, right? Yes, every now and again I like to put a wig on and dress up. Of course I do, right? But I'm just saying, if you're a normal guy, if you're going bald, just fucking lob it off. You know? A lot of handsome men are bald. Fucking The Rock, big bald handsome bastard. Jason Statham, big bald handsome bastard. Vin Diesel, big fat bald handsome bastard. We never had that growing up. You know? All the fucking good looking boys, they all had full heads of hair. You know, it used to be a thing. When you'd see old men, you go, oh, he's still got a full head of hair on him. As if it was somehow a congratulatory thing that you've managed to hold on to your hair. You know, as if you've tamed the mane. Like there's been a few occasions, you know, in your 40s or 50s where the hair try to make a run for it. You're like, yeah, fucking cunt, stay where you are. My grandpa used to eat hair, thick hair, man. You know, he's got a good head of hair on him, innit? What the fuck does that mean? Things like that get into people's psyche, you know? I remember watching a video, I don't know who the guy's name is, right? I I'll maybe try and find him now. He was a judge, I think, on, I want to say Dancing with Ice. Dancing with Ice. Dancing with Ice is a very different show than Dancing on Ice. Dancing with Ice is set in Alaska, where members of an Inuit family will carve large chunks of ice from the frozen rotunda, and then do beautiful choreographed dances in order to catch a mate for the season ahead. Whereas Dancing on Ice is an ITV programme where Z-list celebrities dance on ice. Right, the cunt's name is Jason Gardner, right? Apparently a choreographer. Apparently. I always remember watching a video, and I'll try and get it online as well, where he is on, now what I say is This Morning, and he's talking about going bald, right? Now I think the man looks better as a bald man. That's the thing. If you've got a good shaped head, you'll suit being bald. And say if you don't have a good shaped head, doesn't matter, man. Fucking shave it off. Shave your head, look mental, and no cunt of. Nobody's going to go up to a big bald guy and go, mate, you've got a funny shaped head. She's fucking slam that head into his nose. I remember Jason Gardner sitting, crying, physically moved to tears, because he thought his modelling career was over because he was going bald. And at no point did anyone say, Jason, your modelling career wasn't over because you're bald. It's over because you're in your 40s. You know? So, Stephen, I think it should be a medical requirement. I think if you go, I think we should have to get a check-up for a doctor, right? Every 5 years. Because I would say easily a couple of years there's probably been when I've not been to see a doctor, right? I think we should be forced to go for a checkup every couple of years, and if you go in and your doctor can visibly see that you're going bald, I think you should be taken into a side room and a nurse for a fucking prison just right? Full metal jacket, man. Fucking, this is my rifle, this is my gun. Shaves the head right off you. And back into the wilderness you go. You know, and then you'll have that kind of brief moment when you go back in the house and your partner's like, is it cancer? You're like, no, I'm just bald. Oh, thank God for that. You know? There's only two ways that a man can carry off being bald. If you are completely bald at the top and it's that long hair at the sides. Now, you can only carry that off, and that's only legally allowed to exist as a hairstyle if you are a roadie or a tech. That's it, right? If you're a roadie in a band, you're allowed to have that weird, creepy, sex offender, fucking necrophiliac, odd, fucking Satan haircut. Or you're a sound technician, right? Fucking a little bit more on the bass. That haircut's acceptable in those industries. Other than that, get it off. See if there's anybody listening to this and you're thinking to yourself, I'm going bald, but I'm not sure about shaving my head. Now's the time to do it, man. There's fuck all else going on, right? Sit in the house, fucking shave it, and away you go. Right? And here, see while we're on this matter, the amount of women who are posting videos are going, that's me a barber now. See, because you have given your partner a very, very poor haircut, you're not a barber, hen, alright? Now, his hair isn't layered and feathered. It's a number 3 all over, right? I could train a monkey to shave a man's head, okay? So let's all just fucking rein it in a wee bit, alright? But to answer your question, Stephen, if you're bald or you're going bald, fucking lob it off, man. Lob it off. You'll thank me for it after. Right, we're over an hour, man. God almighty. Let's do one more question. Who have we got? Andrew, another Battlefield fucking legend. Andrew's asked, thoughts on Boris being intensive care? I'm sure you all know by now, and I hope fucking nothing mental happens over the next 24 hours. I was going to say I hope he's still in intensive care when you hear this, but what I meant by that is I hope he's no fucking dead. We were sitting last night watching some TV, and the phone starts pinging, you know, every fucking news outlet in the planet pinging through notifications to your phone, and it said that Boris Johnson would take an intensive care. Now we put the news on straight away to kind of see it, and I feel sorry for the man. I am a political in the sense that I have strong views based on Scotland and Scotland's future. I'm not one of these people who hates the Tories or loves Labour or hates Labour and loves the Tories. I think there's, like most people, without getting too political, I imagine most of our views sit in the centre. I'm leaning more to the right on some subjects and I lean more to the left on other subjects. Regardless whether you think he's a good Prime Minister or not, regardless of whether you voted Tories or not, I mean, I don't think many of you would have. He's still a young man at the end of the day, on the grand scale of things, you know. He's got a fucking another child in the way, he's engaged to his missus. And it's upsetting, man. It's not nice to see, you know. You never, the odd thing is that you never think that it'll affect the Prime Minister. In a way, it just goes to highlight that anybody can get it, you know. And probably the fact that we are being told to stay at home and self-isolate is the way to go, because you can only imagine the number of people that he is in contact with daily as PM. And I remember seeing the video, the last clip of him when he came out to applaud again for the Thursday night clap for carers. And I remember saying to Mrs. Ayres, like, he looks fucking shattered. Now, I did think at the time, obviously he's shattered, right? I can't imagine what the hell's going on behind the scenes. You know, you can't imagine what's going on that we not only don't know about, that are never going to know about, right? So I just thought he's knackered. But now that it comes out and you watch those clips back, you think he's in a fucking bad way, man, you know? If he was to die, it would be horrendous. I don't know what would happen. I don't know what the protocol would be if Prime Minister was to die with the virus. I don't know what would happen. I hope that he makes a recovery. I hope he's back on his feet. It's a weird situation because, again, we have this thing now where we're asking people to be kind to each other and be thoughtful and think about others rather than themselves. And then something like this happens with the Prime Minister, who is a Tory. It's taken into intensive care because his symptoms are so severe. And the bile that goes on Twitter especially, you know. Fucking hope he dies, the cunt. Fucking Tories, man. Fuck you, Boris. You're like, where is the balance here, man? You know, we can't have this constant, in a world where you can be anything, just be kind, you know. We can't keep pushing this message of togetherness and, you know, wanting to do good for each other and look after each other in this difficult time, and then go, aye, but the Prime Minister's a fucking cunt, so that doesn't count. You know, we've got to have, there's got to be some middle ground here. I don't think anybody would wish death upon the man, and if you do, then you're fucking as much of a cunt as you think that he is. Again, I wish I knew a bit more about the disease, you know, and it's a shame to think we're this far along the line. I still don't know. Does it affect her pregnancy? You know, is there a risk of that? How much of a interaction have they had? From what I understand, just because someone has it and you come into interaction with it doesn't mean that you will necessarily get it straight away. Are there more people in number 10 who are affected by it? Are there other ministers who are affected by it? Do they have to shut down Cobra because of this? You know, do the rest of the cabinet need to now self-isolate? What impact does this have in the country if the cabinet isn't assembled to make decisions day to day? Because although we are consumed by the virus and the situation, the fucking world needs to keep spinning, you know. So it's worrying, man. It's worrying. I imagine that he will have been moved to intensive care quicker than, say, a civilian with the symptoms, because they obviously want to make sure that he's looked after. And there'll be people also going, he shouldn't be getting any more treatment than he's the fucking Prime Minister, alright? You should, right? I don't care if you voted for them or no. if you're the fucking Prime Minister and you're not well, you should be getting fucking the best treatment you can get, right? Same with like if the Queen was ill, where you're going to go, you need to fucking join the queue, Liz. Get your £94 a week and join the fucking queue, hen. No, it's the Queen, right? You just need to accept there's different levels to life, okay? And the Prime Minister is above us, so he gets access to this stuff. But it was worrying, it was weird, and it was worrying watching him in the news last night, man. So hope he's alright. Hope he pulls through and tries and fucking sorts the situation out. And I hope his missus is alright, really, and I hope the wee baby's okay. That's the main thing. Like I said, I don't know if it affects pregnancy in any different way or not, but hopefully not. Hopefully they're alright, and hopefully you're alright. Right, thanks to Barry, Stephen and Andy for the questions. We will do some more again next episode next week. So this, as you listen to this, I hope you're listening to this during the day on Wednesday. Tonight, the 8th of April, I'm doing another quiz over on Facebook. Nervous about doing them. They've been going quite well. I think we've ironed out all the mistakes now and all the errors. So it should be another good one tonight. 8:30 it starts live on Facebook, which is Scott Gibson Comedy. If you don't already follow the page on there, then please do so. So join me tonight at 8:30, and we've got a special celebrity friend of mine asking a question as well. A bona fide Hollywood comedy legend, one of my favourite comics. He came to see me at the Fringe on my debut on 2016, and I was blown away when I found out he was there, because I used to watch him on the telly and think he was fucking brilliant. And yes, proper Hollywood star. He's been in The Mummy. What else has he been in? He was in Notting Hill. He was in Gladiator. He was in Mamma Mia, for fuck's sake. Stole the show in Mamma Mia. So he's going to be asking a question on the quiz tonight, 8:30 on the Facebook page. So come over and fucking have a wee laugh with us, man. It's good. And we'll do that tonight. Thanks for listening. As always, please subscribe to the show on whatever platform you get your podcast from. We're on everything: SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Acast, Stitcher, fucking iHeartRadio. Tune in. The podcast is everywhere, so there's no excuse. Wherever you get it from, make sure you subscribe. And if you're on iTunes, leave it a 5-star review if you can. It just helps move up the fucking shitey algorithms, and the hope that more people will hear the show. If you're looking for extra content, get on the Patreon, patreon.com/Big Scott Gibson. All the links are on the website. Every single week, the Patreons will get an extra episode, and it's just a good place to support the show and support me. You can join that for as little as $5, which is about fucking £3 a month. Fucking nothing. So, yeah, do that. Stay safe, guys. Look after yourselves, and we will speak again next week for another episode. Join me for the quiz tonight, and fucking look after yourselves. Alright, see you in a battlefield very soon, hopefully. Onwards.